Well, the club really was started here in 1882. It was a group from Chicago, and the name of their steamship was the Nauk.
One thing about duck clubs, and I believe it started in Wisconsin, is they imposed self-regulation. People aren't out here to get limits. They're out here to hunt and have a great time.
The house itself and the respect for the history of the house and the club by the members has been an everyday occurrence here at the club. I mean, you can't help but live that history as you step through these doors.
And just being out in the marsh, being in the marsh in the mornings, late afternoons, it's always been, at least in my family, our favorite time of the year is fall and the duck hunting season.
I believe our primary mission here is one of conservancy. That's extremely important for other people to have the opportunity to fall in love with the sport that we love so much.
The marsh here at the Nauk Club is a unique mixture of wet and mud and we think maybe a little bit of concrete, but it's easy to get stuck out there. If you want to get out to where the ducks are hiding out, you have to jump in a gator tail and run out through ditches and over the marsh for 1.5 miles.
Stop! Good job, boys! We just needed some weight in there!
Everyone wants to leave a legacy. You know, I see a lot of the families, gift everything to their kids. I want to gift it back to nature. I want to have areas preserved where my kids can take their kids and their kids can take their kids. So that to me is a lasting legacy to any human on earth. No matter what hat you wear coming in the club, everyone's wearing a duck hat out in the marsh. And that's pretty special because it's not what they do that matters. In their business life, it's what they do out in the duck blind that matters.
Duck hunting can be hit or miss out here like it can be anywhere, and yet we're each one of us is a constant source of fun for each other. We do come from a lot of different backgrounds. What brings us together is that we like to go outside, and particularly here at Nauk, and have the opportunity to waterfowl.
We're lovely Gadwall.
The club is a group of like-minded individuals enjoying the sport, enjoying ducks, enjoying conservation and the fellowship that we have together. It's encouraging. We'd like to see more of that.
It's not what you accumulate, but what you distribute and how you distribute that. And when you can distribute it back to nature and conserve something that will live in perpetuity, you can't ask for anything better. It's just fascinating sitting down with some of the gentlemen out here that have been members for 30, 40 years and reading the logbook on how it used to be. And frankly, some of those good days are still around today, which is even more exciting.
It was a special feeling to kind of go through the logbooks from 1883, from 40 years ago, from 50 years ago, to see what made a difference in people's lives that they recorded in our logbook.
Some of the stories that we've heard in this room are some of the greatest stories. Just hearing about the different events, some of the older members, some of the fun things that have happened, just great stories.
We always like to toast those that have come before us and those that have earned our freedom, and we like to celebrate.
When I step through these doors, I feel a sense of responsibility, not just to the club, but to the marsh that supports its activities. That's why I'm a part of Ducks Unlimited. And that's why I'm the marsh manager for the club, because I have a responsibility to improve the marsh where we can and protect it where we have to.